In this video, we're going to install illuminated door handles. So it's not the door handle itself that's lit up, it's this back plate. And we'll have a little light bulb located right up here. And that can be seen by that LED, 3 LEDs right there up on top. So this is the piece that will go over here. And then you will run the wire behind here and into here, where we will grab our power to illuminate the LEDs using a wire harness that is also included. So one end of this harness will go to the Toyota, the other harness will go to this light switch, and then right here is where it pulls the additional power with an inline fuse to this 2-pin connector that will go to the illuminated door handle. To get started, we use the included prying tool to remove this piece. I have a detailed way to remove this and this in my door speaker install video if you want to check it out. Otherwise it's very easy. Just open that up. Now this piece is completely removed. You can see it's thin up here versus the one we're going to install. And then down over here, you want to remove from the back piece, not the front. Insert your prying tool back here, and then just kind of pop it up. And then under this, we will disconnect this back piece right here. Here is the pin connector to control the window, and it goes into there. We will take our wire harness. This will install here, and then this piece will install to this. So next we're going to take this wire and put it inside of this slot here, and just feed as much of it as we can so that it is easier to pull from the bottom over there without having to remove the entire door panel. So I'm going to keep feeding. So that's quite a bit, and it hasn't come out, so I'm gonna like fish my fingers back here. There it is. Yeah. So there's your 2 pins. We'll go ahead and install this. You just simply continue to fish your wire. So you want to keep pulling on it from down here, and then you pop it in, push it there. Then from here we're going to take this and connect it to this piece here. With these 2 connected, we are basically done. Just going to tuck in all these wires down here. Reinstall this by sliding it forward and then down. So that is literally it. Now we have an illuminated door handle which we can test. We go into accessory mode, and there's your light. Here are 3 LEDs. Nice and easy. No problem, easy customization. We're going to do the same thing on the driver's side, except the wire harness is a lot bigger because there's more windows to control. Same steps though. We're going to first remove the door handle plate. Then we're going to remove this back piece. And we're going to unplug this guy here. Then we're going to plug this together, plug this piece back into here. Then we're going to send this wire through behind the door panel. Here's our wires. Go ahead and install this. Then we will connect this to the wire harness. And I'm going to check that it works, because it was said that we need to make some modifications to this in order to send power to the LED. So let me first put my car in accessory mode and make sure it works before I put it all back away. Yeah, so that is correct. This does not automatically illuminate the door handles. So I think what was said is that this kit is not for the US. In Europe they have a different configuration, or maybe Japan. So this was not designed for the US, so we have to make some custom modifications. So let me cut this video, get my tools together to see to cut these, and show you how that's done as well. So what we have to do in order to get this to work is to take this black ground wire and relocate it to where this orange wire is. It is the 6th pin from the top right here. If you look at it, you have it in my sort of configuration. It's the one that's basically all by itself in the very middle. This is apparently the ground for North America vehicles, and this wire needs to be switched over to here. Now if you have the tool, you can remove it from its pin slots and reinstall it into this location. I don't have that type of fancy tool, so what I will do is cut this wire and then connect it to these guys, just like I have it here. These ports over here, the current as it is ground wire locations are not used in these vehicles, so we can not worry about them. You just need to cut these off and relocate them to this location over here. If we look at the configuration of the Toyota harness versus the custom harness, that's adapter harness, the black wire location on the adapter goes to a pin that means nothing inside of the Toyota harness. We need to actually go into this pin location over here where we have the black wire or white wire with a black stripe indicating our ground, which is the location of this pin right here. So this location, or these two wires, need to be switched into this piece over here, or this wire over here. If we look at the updated version of this, you can see I cut the black wire from its original location over here, and then I tapped it into the other wire that we were wanting to in slot number 6 on both sides. Now we're going to connect this to this, and then I'll put the car in accessory mode to verify that we do have power. Yes! I don't know if you can see that blue light, but there you have it. So it's a very simple fix to do. Unfortunately, it is required, I think, no matter who you buy it from on Amazon, because somebody screwed up in the development area for North America. But oh well. Something that's unfortunate about this accessory is that the lights are always on. It doesn't matter if it's day outside or night outside. It doesn't matter if you have your headlights on or off. And it doesn't matter if you are in your park gear or in drive. This will always stay on, and it only has one level of illumination. My adventure, I can control the brightness of these lights over here by rotating this knob, but that does not change the brightness of my door handle. So if you do want to have that type of customization, you'll need to connect this to the power sources that come to these lights, or to the button up over here that is controlled by the doors opening and closing. That's definitely a lot of work, and I don't see that really being possible given the sort of pin harness that connects the door to the vehicle up over here at the hinge. So if you have this accessory, you're going to be stuck with it on all the time. Just make sure you know that before you commit to buying something like this. And it doesn't matter which seller you buy it from, they are all the same. What is very interesting though is that the window illumination switch that I have can be controlled by this rotating knob. Let's see if you can see it. So here it is full bright, and then there it is off. But it doesn't control this, which means that there is another wire behind here that we can tap into to have control over the brightness of this. It will just have to come in a future video once I figure it out. So be sure to subscribe if you want to tune into that.